This demonstration is attaching a VMware ESXi server to an ME4 SAS array. Before we begin, it is important to understand the layout. The ME4 has 4 SAS ports on each controller. There are 3 servers connected to the array, each with a single SAS HBA connected to one port on each controller. Attaching an ESXi host is pretty straightforward. The first step after installing the supported SAS HBA is directly attaching the server to the storage array. You will want to cable the server to the same port number on each controller as a best practice. Using SAS switches is not supported. If you are only attaching one server at a time, this first step is not necessary, but if you're attaching multiple servers at once, you will need to identify the correct worldwide name of the SAS HBA in the server. To identify the SAS worldwide name, log into the VMware vSphere web client and click on the Configure tab for the ESXi host. On the Storage Adapters page, locate the 12 gig SAS HBA and click on the VM HBA device. In the Properties tab, locate and document the worldwide known name. The SAS HBA will have 2 ports, which the worldwide port name for port 0 will end in 0. And port 1's worldwide port name will end in 1. You can't see the worldwide port names here, but you will need them in the ME Storage Manager. If you click on the Device tab and no volumes are attached, you will see 2 storage controllers represented as LUN0. If there is a volume mapped to the server as LUN0, these enclosure devices will disappear, which is okay. If all volumes are mapped to the server with anything but LUN0, the enclosures will continue to show up as LUN0. Next is running the Host Setup Wizard. Log into the ME Storage Manager. On the home page, click on Action, then Host Setup. Confirm you've met all the prerequisites and click Next. MPIO is native to ESXi and does not have to be installed. Type a name for the host name. Select the correct initiators that we've just identified in the vSphere client for that host. It is optional but recommended to update the nickname to something meaningful. Click Next to continue. If this host is going to be part of a cluster, you can either create a new host group or add to existing one. This will be a standalone server, so I'm selecting Do Not Group This Host. Click Next to continue. By default, 2 100 gig volumes will be created, one in each pool. I recommend renaming the volumes to include the server's name. You can edit the size, change pool ownership, add and remove the number of volumes to create. When you have the volumes how you want them, click Next. Notice the name didn't change. You actually have to click outside of the box for the changes to take effect. Click Previous, click in another box, and then you can click Next. You can see the volume name changed this time. Click Configure Host. Click Yes or No depending if you have another host ready to configure. Open the VMware vSphere web client and go to Storage Adapters and click on the Rescan icon. Then click on OK. The new Dell EMC serial attached SCSI device should be present. Click back on Storage Devices, then click on the Dell EMC serial attached SCSI disk. On the Paths tab, you can see one path to both controllers. Click on Properties, then scroll down to Edit Multipathing and click on it. You can see the policy is set to most recently used, but with only one connection to each controller, there is no need to change the policy. If you have 2 SAS HBAs in a server providing to 2 paths to each controller, you would want to change the policy to Round Robin VMware. Click Cancel since we aren't changing anything for this deployment. Click on Data Stores. Click on the plus icon, choose VMFS, then Next. Provide a name for the data store, select the disk, and click Next. Select a VMFS version and click Next. Make any adjustments to the data store details and click Next. Click Finish. This concludes the demo.